Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today for another reading. Today's reading is a timeless message, so whenever this finds you, something in it is meant for you to hear today, so just trust that inner knowing with yourself. And by the way, my name is Shauna, and it is super nice to meet you, and if you're new here, welcome. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. What is the overall energy here? What does Spirit want to share with you today? We have a light coming forward. Gorgeous energy. It feels very freeing. I feel like there's something going on in your life where you are sort of like taking things by the hand in a way, like taking things on your own, doing things on your own, and you are rising above, you are enjoying life, you are starting to enjoy the little things of what's going on with you, if that makes any sense. It just feels very light, very airy, rising above. Okay, we have wisdom and inspiration. Okay, yeah. There is something here about new beginnings. There's something here about opening up to yourself, your new self. There's something here about you tapping into your heart space, your third eye chakra here. There's something here connecting with the universe. You are seeing things differently. We have wisdom here out as well. So there's something here about wisdom and inspiration. This gorgeous spark of an idea, this fire energy. Something new is happening in your life. Do you feel like you are taking things by, what is the word? I'm like at a loss for words, but I know exactly what I'm trying to say. You're taking life by like the reins. You're like taking charge in some way and moving things forward. There are big things going on in your life, whoever I'm speaking to. There's big mountains, okay? Big mountains of things, problems, situations that you are overcoming. There are things that you are trying to overcome, that you're moving past, that you're taking charge with. You're being guided by your wisdom. You're being guided by spirit. You're having these like epiphany moments, these sparks of inspiration. Queen of Wands, we've got beautiful fire energy here with being courageous, speaking your mind, going for the things that you know that you want to grow in your life. These could be passion projects. These could be relationships. You are starting to really own who you are, going for the things that you want. We have the Emperor and the Devil. Okay, wow. With the Emperor energy here coming forward with wisdom, clarifying the wisdom card, you are taking charge of your life in a big way. And I think it's really interesting here that there are ropes in both of these images. So the Emperor is guiding all of the little people down below with these ropes. And she is holding on to these two ropes on this swing here. And I do feel as though when I was getting this energy coming through of like taking hold of or taking life by the reins, there was something there with that, right? And then we have the Emperor coming forward where he's directing almost or pulling these people in a direction, guiding. There's something here about that. With the Queen of Wands energy, she is so uniquely herself, and you are embodying and embracing being you authentically, owning who you are, taking life by the reins. Yes. rising above. Using your wisdom to guide you. So we have inspiration and the devil here. Very interesting that it's being clarified with the devil. It's like you've gotten this inspiration, this spark of conscious awareness that has like opened your eyes to what is no longer working for you in your life, what doesn't serve you, what's not aligned with you anymore, what is sucking the life out of you. You feel entrapped by certain things that don't really go along the path that you are wanting to go on in this life, right? And you're learning to break free. There's something here about learning to overcome whatever it is that maybe you once felt trapped by or once held you in a certain place. And you're starting to rise above whatever these, in the beginning of the reading, of mountains, right? Like there's something big here that you have been overcoming and you are breaking free from in your life. You've had this inspiration, this aha moment with yourself. Yeah. All right. Spirit, can you clarify Queen of Wands? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So we have, with the Queen of Pentacles here being just pure stability, right? Like she knows how to re-ground herself in times when it might feel chaotic. She is very smart. Like she has a lot of wisdom about her. And she's also very grounded with Mother Earth. So grounding energy, using what you know is right? You're starting to really think before you act in the decisions that you're making moving forward. We have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck as well. So you've been going through something here that has been hard. It could have felt really chaotic for you at times, but you are making a choice to rise above whatever it was that you have been going through. And you've had this like spark, right, of, aha, I get it now. I'm going to move out of that situation. And the Devil card being here as well, right? Like breaking free from whatever was confining you, confining you from this situation, from moving forward, from being yourself. You might have felt a little tied down as well in this, but you have felt confined and no longer are feeling confined because you are starting to break free from it. You've gained that clarity that you need and are starting to rise above. Oh my gosh, rise above. And I'm just like seeing her on the swing above the clouds, like rising above. Crazy. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify the Emperor and get this energy here of the Emperor. What's going on here, Spirit? The Magician. Wow. Manifesting the things that you want to see happen in your life. You're really cultivating the life that you want. You're pulling all of these attributes, these archetypes in that you want to embody in your life. That you're having these aha moments with yourself, right? You're working things in the material world. You're taking these actionable steps to better yourself and better your life. Get out of situations that no longer align with you or serve you in your life. You're rebalancing, you're regrouping and finding this balance, this footing within your life again. Yeah. Okay. Let's manifest. let's clarify the Devil card. Let's manifest. Yes. Clarify the Devil card. And we have the Strength coming forward. I love that. Okay. I mean, to be honest with you, clarifying the Devil card, this energy of you having to be like just a baddie about life, like a badass about moving forward, because it's going to take a lot of strength and courage to break free out of a situation that doesn't work for you, that isn't healthy for you, right? And for you to even recognize that there's something that's not working for you in your current situation takes a lot of courage and strength. And I do feel as though you're moving forward in this direction with a lot of grace, and you're living authentically to who you truly meant to be here. And you're not leaving this situation acting all crazy, right? No, this is you like taking the high road. Yeah, this is you taking the high road and moving towards the things that you desire in your life. So really beautiful. Let's go ahead and get an oracle message for further information. You're really shifting your life into a direction that you know you're more aligned with. This brings a lot of energy, like positive energy, back into your life. I have yang and time for a nap when I split the deck. Yes, yin and yang, finding that balance in your life and taking a nap, like taking that time to really step away from the things that aren't working for you and taking rest for yourself, because it's super necessary when you are breaking free from something in your life, people, places, or things, right? Like whatever it is in your situation, it requires rest, because mentally in your body really feels a lot of that like energy exchange and the lack of energy, because it takes a lot of energy to move through something that feels enormous. So remembering to give yourself that self-care back and that love back when you're moving through this shift in your life, this change, because you're manifesting big changes in your life right now. Spirit, additional messages, please. Additional messages. The Fates. Yeah. Gorgeous fairy with some stars. I feel like fates, the word fate, like what is fated for you, right? Like what is in like destiny, right? Your destiny. It's number 17. The fates. Fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things that you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You guys, I'm giggling because the strength and the wisdom here, okay? The strength and the wisdom. That is what you're praying for and calling in. Wow. There are things in life that you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated. Preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. I'm going to read the next little paragraph, which is about like relationship messages. So let me get this one. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is the situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that other. the other person, yes. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve in a better version, into a better version of yourself as a result. Okay. So I read that one because I felt like it applied to this message, because this does feel like a relationship of some kind, a relationship dynamic of some kind, and you are moving forward. There is something here with the Devil card, right? That you're breaking out of, you're breaking free from something that you know just doesn't fit in your life any longer. Something is fated here, right? There's some sort of destiny at play. Kind of just like the Wheel of Fortune, right? There's something here just going, right? And it's destiny. Some things are meant for us and some things are not meant for us. We get into things in our life that maybe are just meant for a season of our life to help us learn things, teach us things, right? That we then take or don't take, right? It's our choice, but we take as wisdom, like little nuggets of information that we then use to apply to the next situation in our life, right? But it's what we do with this wisdom that we gain and how we decide to apply it to the next relationship or in the next situation. I'm going to end the reading here. I love you guys, and you're doing the work, you're shifting, you're changing, and you're working with like real life situations. And this is why I love doing these readings, because I do feel like, you know, tarot can sometimes be a little fluffy and super, super spiritual, but I love reading tarot for just the normal people in life, like me and you. Like, we're just normal normies, and we're going through real life situations, and sometimes we just need a little bit of confirmation and need to just be seen. And I love this message because I feel like someone here is being seen in their situation of like rising above and moving on and gathering the strength, right, to move on and grab life by the reins and rise above whatever is going on in your life. So you're doing it, and I'm proud of you. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.